Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones on the road, taking this show on the road. I want to talk to you guys about a few things on how not only are we going to protect our gains, but how we're going to make more money, how we're going to get in at the right time, right? How we're going to position ourselves for some swings and for some long-term investments. Listen. It's going to be a rocky road this month. Like I've been saying, video after video. It's going to be a rocky road. September is traditionally a bad month. It's one of the worst months. If you did not see yesterday's video, I implore you, at the end of this video, there's going to be a video that's going to come in your right-hand box. I need you guys to watch that video. I lay out everything about everything that's happening right now is supposed to be happening. The market topped out in August and it bottoms out in September for the NASDAQ, for the S&P, right? And for the Dow. But the Russell 2000 bottoms out traditionally in October. So we have time for what? Rotation. Now, Bitcoin and all crypto plays into this too. See, these are opportunities, not a time for us to be running scared, but to be prepared. Now, I got some friends. Come on over. I got my man Stocks with Josh.
Man, watch out.
Hey, man. My wallet. Then my man Keenan Grace. You know, hanging with my guys. Come on over here, King. Got Keenan Grace. And then, hey, listen, we got a newbie that we are bringing into the family. Come on in. This is Trading with Ashley. We are all hanging out here at Vid Summit so we can learn to do what we do even better. Keenan, what you got to say about this market? We want people to make money and have a plan, right? You got to make a plan, stick to your plan, and if you know what's coming, then you are prepared ahead of the game.
So what I want everybody to do is get your cash up, your buying power for September. Like Larry just said, the market can bottom out in September. So if we are in a bottoming market, what's the best position to be in? Cash. So let's load up on cash so that we are ready to buy the dips. And it might be in some of your favorite crypto, some of your favorite stocks, even the Russell 2000, for example, some of your favorite ETFs, index funds. So let's load up on cash so that we are ready to seize the crash.
Right. So now, here's the thing. We don't know. Like, there's a recession. The yield curve actually uninverted yesterday.
It did.
So the yield curve uninverted yesterday, which is a good sign that there is actually a small window of hope that there could be a soft landing, right?
Well, keep hope alive.
Let's keep hope alive. Rainbow Coalition. So
Both from the Midwest.
Right. So, but listen, good people, it hasn't been done yet.
No.
It really hasn't been done.
Can I jump in on this?
And that's what I want to see. These discussions help you guys be prepared and make more money. Now, we're going to pass it over to Josh because I said that because I wanted him to. I knew he was going to chime in and elaborate on it. It hasn't been done yet. So if you are betting all of your money, all of your long, hard-earned money on that, that's not a good path.
So in history, 3 times the Fed has eased correctly and given the markets a smoother transition or basically brought them back to equilibrium. So technically, this has happened before, and the last time I was in the 1980s, and I think we're extremely overdue for something like that.
Right.
Having said that, you don't want to try to get ahead of the markets because it's like a fast-moving train. You're just going to get wrecked. The markets will show you what they're going to do. Now, what are they doing? What are they showing us right now? Well, we're steadily moving towards non-farm payroll tomorrow, and the markets keep making a lower low. Okay.
What happened today, this morning?
We got bad data. We got bad data, and the markets jumped. And my first thought was, okay, I'll go with that.
Yep.
Calls. But as soon as I saw a little bit of weakness, I jumped out, and the markets then came back to opening and flushed. I alerted the Discord that underneath morning structure was a confirmation to go short, and if you jumped in on those, you should have made around 100%.
Right.
Right now we've hit the floor. and we're probably going to moderate going into tomorrow. And when we get that data, you know, even if it were to rally on the data and the data were bad, be careful about trusting these markets and thinking that you know where they're going to go in the course of a week. That's how I've been looking at it, in and out.
Markets are like polls right now.
I got something for you I want to tell you.
Right? We were talking about election polls.
Yeah, we were this morning.
Don't trust them.
Yeah, who's got the right poll? Who's got the right data? I don't know.
So check this out. In the last 10 years, in September, the highest that the market has been from September 1st to the end of September is 1.9% gain on the S&P. That is terrible for the stock market. Now, when we get to October, there's months, or in the last few years, even 10 years, that has got up 8%. So we can really rally towards the end of the year, like a fourth quarter rally, but we have to see, because it's not just any year, it's an election year. Now, in terms of September in the last 10 years as well, of those 10 years, only 4 years has been positive in September, but the highest one is 1.9% up, and the lowest one of the 6 that are negative was actually 9% down in a single month. The whole stock market has been nasty, real nasty. So if you're gonna bet up, don't bet up for too long until the month is out.
Since 1949, the highest peak was in November, especially in the election year.
Okay.
So I've got
Not
a tip for you.
exactly, and not just an election year. Check this out. When an incumbent was running, and 80% when it was a Democratic president, incumbent meaning that the current administration is running again, it's a sell-off in September and it rebounds and is actually higher in November than it was in August.
If
So
I were
what-
gambling,
since
I would
1949.
lean towards that data, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
Plus the idea, you led with the fact that people might be giving the Fed the benefit of the doubt.
Yep.
They will give it to him initially.
Yes.
Now that rate cut, everyone now, when that bad payroll and jobs data comes out tomorrow, maybe it'll be good or bad, I don't know. Let's
Right.
assume it's bad.
Right.
The market then is going to want a 50-point cut, not a 25.
Right.
And so you could see anything. You could see the markets moving up, believing that the Fed will be given a more aggressive cut.
Yes.
And then when he gives that 25 basis point
Yep.
cut,
Yep.
you could see it sell off.
He's not doing 50.
I don't think he's doing 50
He's
either.
doing, at the end of the year, max, we're 75 basis points, not 100. It's not going to happen, people. Now, he could turn around and prove me wrong, but I doubt it.
I would lean
Yeah.
towards the fact that the market still has signs of strength, but the unemployment data is slowly, whittling away at that strength narrative.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. What you got to say about that?
Well,
Come on in, come on in.
Sure. Thank you. I have a little microphone
There
here.
you go, I got you.
All right, you hold. Larry Jones is holding the microphone for me. Like, this is one of those moments in life where you're just like, what? Anyway, I wanted to explain for those of you that sell options. So I specialize in selling options. The fact that we do have the market in November that should go higher. What we're doing is we are pushing our trades to November that appear to be in trouble. Meaning if you sold a put and it's getting dangerously close to your strike price and you're thinking, what am I going to do? I'm not ready to buy this stock at this price. If you stay with your same strike price or go slightly lower and push it to November, you'll get extra premium for pushing it out further. And in November, when your stock starts moving up again, it'll be out of harm's way. You'll keep all that extra premium and you can breathe again. So there is something you can do with knowing these cycles like these gentlemen are talking about. It actually helps you trade smarter and you can make more money if you know what you're doing. So wanted to help the family that sells options.
Ashley dropping bars. Bars. She got
Larry,
bars.
have Ashley talk a little bit about the fact that she's been buying a lot of leaps right now.
Yep.
And you know what? In our conversation yesterday, I alerted some leaps, and I think that I got to give you credit. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go out a little bit, follow Ashley's lead on that. So,
Yes.
What is your top leap position going into 2025, Ashley?
First, Ashley, take 2 seconds and explain what a leap is. Come on in. Explain what a leap option is.
Leaping
Into the next year.
into the future with
Right.
your play. Okay, so LEAPS is wonderful. It's actually, it stands for Long-Term Anticipation Equity Securities. Crazy words, right?
Right.
But basically what it is, you are leveraging your buying power. So if I were to go and buy NVIDIA today, I would need a little bit over $10,000 to buy 100 shares. However, I could purchase elites going out at least 1 year is the way it works. And I could probably get that right now for about $5,000. And it will give me the buying power of 100 shares moving up. So when the shares do move up, your call option is gaining value, and it's a way that you can double the amount of money if you truly believe it's going to be higher a year from now. So ours are making really good money right now, and it's a great way to double your money, and it's relatively low risk because you're going so far out, you can handle the up and down of the market a little until it comes to fruition.
There you go. Hey, good people, we're going to end it right here, but listen, it's September. Just think about you're walking through the woods, and there's a lot of bear traps, a ton of bear traps. And those bear traps are in the morning, and you options people, we all do options. Be afraid every day for the next 2 weeks for these bear traps. Market is green. Even though we just had bad data, market's green, and you go in and, oh, it's going up. I'm going to do call options. And then the market reverses right after you get in your call option. You didn't control your position size. You didn't set a stop loss. And then they came in and take your money. These bear traps it's going to be a bumpy ride for the next 2 weeks. You've been warned. Not only is September the worst month, but the week of the 20th is the worst week. I'm telling you guys. So it is not 100%, but we got to look at what's happened in the past. We have a roadmap, right? Say something in closing.
Well, the final thing I'd say is I actually went into September. My first video for the month was titled Sell September. And the thing I was telling everybody the week before we got to September was that I was going to control risk by controlling my position size. So if I were to be aggressive and buy 10 call or puts, I just made a mental decision I'd buy 3. And I would scale. Instead of buying an additional 10, I'd buy an additional 3. Yeah. So I have scaled down my position size during the turbulent time, and I think that I'm not going to really have conviction on anything until we get after the Fed. So just control your position size, de-risk a little bit, especially in an extremely choppy market. And if you're new to trading, then remember that cash is a position.
So these flash crashes, I know this is longer, people, but a lot of gems. These flash crashes with crypto, and every night there's a flash crash. And I do a little dip buying. When I know you guys are tired of me saying about Bunk, but when Bunk starts dumping down into the 16, quad 016s, I keep doing a little buying. I'm just letting you guys know, I keep doing a little buying now. But I'm saving some dry powder until at least October, because I think right now crypto, based on the Fed's lowering interest rates, is in line with the Russell 2000, let alone the NASDAQ.
I would agree.
Okay, so I'm saving a little dry powder up until until September for my main one. But for my memes, I'm saving a little bit into October because it may have a little dip. But 95%, and I made a mistake yesterday. I'm glad you reminded me. Thanks, Josh. I said I'll be out by September. That was a mistake. I will be done buying by September is what I meant to say with my crypto. I will be all in with my Bitcoin, my Link, my Ethereum. All of that I will be done in September.
Can I give a prediction on Bitcoin?
Yes, go ahead. And I'm going to give a prediction on Bunk.
Really, really simple. I believe that we're going to make a higher low with Bitcoin, that we're going to come down to around 54K. Now, this is not a hard prediction. We don't have to do it. But if we were to make another dip, we've made recently a lower high. I think we're going to make a higher low. We're compressing. We're going to compress through the month of September. And if we get down to 54, that could be the last low before the move that's going to be pushing it higher to the end of the year. Yeah. That's how I'm trading. It's how I'm investing. And I'm definitely putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not holding anything back from you guys. Yep. The minute I see 54K on Bitcoin next, I'm dropping bags. I'm calling my loved ones. I'm just telling you straight. Yeah. I texted my son last night, and he's got some money from a sale of a business we did recently. And I said, make sure that your money is positioned because this move could occur at any moment. 54K Bitcoin is a trigger for me. Now, does that mean that we couldn't hit 54 and crash and everything goes to, crap? Yes, that could happen. But you've got to have a trade plan,
Right.
and you've got to stick with it.
Right.
Win or lose. And you'll be more successful because you thought it through from a long-term perspective and you traded your plan. That's how I've won. Larry,
If
come on now.
Bitcoin jumps over 80K, when Bitcoin jumps over 80K, memes like bunk, what do you think what is the potential well it could be? I'm going to show you a quick lesson. Let's make this 30 seconds.
Well, I've charted it, and I see that it could get to 4 zeros, 75, 4 zeros, 80. That's what I believe that
Right.
it could get to, and that right now would be, how many multiple would that be?
That
Quite
would
a few.
be
Like 4 maybe?
that would be
Yeah,
like
5,
4,
yeah.
right? I'm down. My average is down to 17, and I showed you how much baggers I had on it, right? I'm down to 17, so I could 4x it. Is it 4 or is it 3.5?
Almost, it's a little bit more. Because,
A little 4,
because
right.
we're at like 16 now.
16 now,
So
right?
there you go.
So, but my average is down to 17 now. Does that mean you go out and put all your money in risk? Nope, because the majority of my money is in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana.
And what happens, Larry, if it doesn't go according to plan and
Yeah.
that thing falls apart?
Well, I tell you what, right now, me personally, when Bitcoin gets above 80K, I'm setting stop losses on my memes.
Well, what happens if we're wrong?
Yes.
Black swan event occurs.
Oh, yeah, and
hits
it goes
16
down.
and keeps falling.
I only have the money in there that I don't need for the next 4 years.
All right,
That's
then.
what happens for me, personally. Anything we say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. Listen, we're going to have to continue this later because it's too much knowledge right here. It's too much knowledge. It's too much,
Maybe
people.
you want to go trade.
Yeah. But listen to what we're having a little fun, but we want you guys' finances to be protected, and we want you to ramp up because come what may, recession or not, soft landing or not, have a plan. Make sure that plan makes sense and stick to the plan. We're going to talk to you later. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Peace.
Peace.
Make sure you check out the links below.